Robinson's season is over. We're hoping his career is not, but you never know with a fractured tibia. Robinson underwent surgery following last night's game against the Giants. It was in the second quarter that Robinson went down on a 2-yard run, and teammates knew right away that his injury was serious. Many of them gathered around their fallen teammate as a sign of support. Robinson was having a solid third season with the Saints. His 4 touchdowns were a career high. He's expected to be put on injured reserve as early as today. In the meantime, Robinson's absence has opened up a roster spot, and Tim Hightower is reportedly filling it. Hightower, along with a number of other running backs, including former Saints Travaris Cadet and former Bama Heisman winner Trent Richardson, were at the facility earlier today. But NOLA.com reported that Sean Payton went with someone he already knew, as Hightower spent camp with the Saints, and Payton said after his late release that he still had plenty of gas left in the tank. Bombs away sums up Drew Brees' performance on Sunday perfectly. 511 yards on 40 completions. He threw it 50 times in all, and at one point Brees completed 19 straight passes, with veterans Ben Watson and Marcus Colston hauling in the most throws with 17 combined. 10 different guys caught balls on Sunday, which tells us that Brees and his receivers are on the same page.
There's time on task that takes place with a guy like Willie Snead or Brandon Cooks, and certainly Marcus and Drew have worked together for a long time. I think you're seeing that production take place. You're also seeing it take place at the tight end position. So, you know, each week we try to look at, hey, what's the best way to attack somebody? And we did feel like we wanted to be in some empty yesterday and kind of spread that team out and make them defend the field. And being at home, it allowed Drew a chance to get to the line and get a pretty good picture of what was going on.
Meanwhile, Odell Beckham Jr.'s day in the Dome special, with 3 touchdowns and a team high 130 yards receiving. He was Eli Manning's #1 look. And after the game, OBJ, who played at LSU, and teammate Landon Collins, who played at Bama, turned the page on the Saints and began chiming in on Saturday's Tiger versus Crimson Tide game.
I think this one should be the year. You know, you've been so close each and every year, and they found ways to win, and LSU hasn't. It's definitely going to be an interesting game to watch. I know I'll probably have Landon over to the house and watch the game, chill out.
Of course, you know, roll tide, you know. We're going to win. We're going to win by maybe 3 points. I give them 3 points, 3.7 touchdown. It's always a touchdown game, but we're going to take home that win.
The voice of the Tigers, Jim Hawthorne, will not be in Tuscaloosa for Saturday night's game. Hawthorne underwent successful medical procedure last week, and it'll keep him away from his first LSU football game ever. LSU said they expect him to be back in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, the voice of the Lady Tigers, Patrick Wright, will handle play-by-play duties this Saturday night. Here are your nominees for Player of the Week honors. High school, of course. Tevin Bush of Landry Walker only needed 12 touches to tally 183 yards and a touchdown in the Charging Bucks' 32-7 win over East Jeff. On the North Shore, Noah Siden's 2 forced fumbles and a sack were part of a St. Paul's shutout of previously 4th-ranked Mandeville. And over in Destrehan, the Wildcats remained undefeated and secured the District 7 5A title, thanks in large part to Karan Taylor's 25 carries, 195 yards, 3 touchdown performance. Voting has already begun on Fox8Live.com. And quickly, college basketball's top 25 poll is out. The LSU Tigers are in it. They're 21st in the country, and a big reason why is Ben Simmons, who's been tabbed the SEC's preseason player of the year. Antonio Blakely and Brandon Sampson are also studs that gave the Tigers the 3rd-ranked recruiting class in the country. LSU and Vandy are the only SEC teams that are ranked in the top 25. North Carolina is #1 in the country, and the season gets underway for LSU middle of November, so it's coming around quickly. They got such a good basketball team there.
Should be fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, thanks, Juan.